Joe, what's going on, man?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are
Good.
you?
Hey, man, it is 6:30. I still am blown away that we come back every Thursday morning for years on end now, and we've decided that 6:30 in the morning is the optimal time for our quality content to hit the airwaves, man. Um, No, I look forward to starting the day off, and like I don't like it when the alarm goes off, but then I get to come hang out with you and the
Yeah,
audience,
right.
and by the time we wrap the show, I'm like, I'm feeling productive. It's time to get to work, you know?
Yeah. The same thing. Same feeling with me. It's good to be up. It's good to be talking to people, and it's great. It's a great way to start the day. So thanks everybody for coming. This is Proper Cup of Joe, and I'm Joe. I don't have any reptiles, and this is Adam.
I made some life choices to get a few reptiles, and now I have a whole lifestyle around these reptiles. And Joe has questions about
I got a lot of
situation.
questions. I got a lot of questions, and we meet every week. Come and join us, or not, or listen to the replay, and just get into this community. One thing that I've learned about this community over the past couple of years: very, very welcoming, just great people, wonderful folks. So it's a great way to start Thursday. You had a good week, man?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little something kicking, a little something going on, business wise, and work wise and all of that. Yeah, everything's good. I'm excited. I get to go vend. 2 sleeps till I'm vending. Saturday I'll be vending in La Crosse, Wisconsin, man. So I get to get back out vending, first show of the year vending. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I've really
it's been a while. It's been a while, right? It's how long has it been since you got out there?
5-6 weeks, something like that. Probably.
Yeah.
No, you know what? It was December 21st. So
okay.
Probably 5-6 weeks. Yeah, actually, yeah,
5-6 weeks.
There you go, 5-6 weeks. That works. That's one less than 6-7 weeks. So it was.
Oh Lord!
I know, it's great.
It's over, right? Nobody's doing that anymore, right?
That's how you make sure it stays away. You get the old middle-aged dudes to just still embrace it a little bit, and it won't come back. I assure you at that point.
Never embrace that one.
So I get to get out and vend a little bit, and then I don't know, man. It's kind of cool because it's not been down times, but when I'm not vending and I have this thing where I can't sit still, I've been working on. I'm just been determined to figure out how to get proper royals higher up in Google searches for my region, for Minnesota. And so I've had a really good time figuring that out, been tweaking the website, learning about how that whole process works with improving your search results for your product. And I've really decided, like, it's how you get to your people. Like, there's tons of people in the audience that make amazing snakes, arguably better than mine. But if I could just get to the right audience, I wouldn't say better, prettier. Mine are perfectly healthy. They're quality snakes. They're good. Anyway, I've been learning. Right. Let's not sell myself a little too short here. But I've been enjoying that process and seeing the fruits of it. This week has been banging for snake sales, and I'm actually going to end with a decent little -4 degree January in Minnesota with a reptile industry. So why not?
That's great. And so we're talking about a little SEO, some search engine optimization, huh?
Yeah.
And so can you share any of the things that you've learned over the past week? Like, oh, this is I did this, and this helped this, or
Well, no, let me clarify. Nothing changes in SEO land in 1 week. This has been in multiple downtimes for 3-4 months now, and now I'm starting to see the results of it. So, I talk a lot about I'm doing this Patreon series on how I use AI, but I talk a lot about talking to the machine. So like blogs, I never understood blogs, because who sits there and reads another blog? Like maybe a video blog, but like nobody's going to read a blog, right? Except for Google and the machines. So if you write these strategic blogs that Google says on topics that are searched within your industry, Google starts to establish you as an authority on various topics, or just in your industry as a whole. So like there's a weekly blog that goes up on my website that I don't expect anybody to read. They can if they want. It's in the section. I renamed it from blog to Education Hub, but you could go to the Education Hub and you will see these blogs. And then you could, I don't know, the internet seems to really like cross posting or inbound and outbound links. So if I make a post about something related to the blog, and then I put a link to the blog, or the blogs link to each other, that all says, man, there's this guy's happening.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
there's something going on here.
That's right.
Let's put it. Let's put it up the list a little bit.
Yeah. So I've been my real focus was looking at, people searching ball pythons in Minnesota and ball python breeders in Minnesota. I think nationally, doing the show like this, I think Morph Market, which is a highly searchable database, I think staying active on Palm Street, I think that stuff gets me where I want nationally. But local people that don't even know the world of, they don't know there's a ball python world kind of deal. They think they just get a ball python pet, or they want to start breeding. That's really my target locally. Because the big players, we kind of know each other. I'm not a big, but they know who's out there and they know who's working what projects they are. Like if I wanted to look for animals in the Rainbow Project, I know who to call up for that kind of deal.
Yeah.
But if you're just looking for cool snakes, maybe you're still Googling kind of deal. And that was where I wanted to hit. And my, just this week, and I don't know when it happened, but just this week I Googled Minnesota ball pythons, and there was Proper Royals in the number one slot.
The number one slot.
Number one. And Minnesota ball python breeder, also number one slot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now,
all right.
Google could be smart enough to be going, hey, this is Adam from Proper Royals. Let's give him what he wants. It could. I admit that. I wouldn't
put it past Google.
That would be a smart move to play to the audience. And those are some smart cookies there. So, it could be. But like Wally says, I think there was a little piece that I'm probably going to misspeak on, and somebody smarter than me in the audience can correct me. But if you update your website, Google gets a little flag. Hey, something's changed here. We got to go back and crawl there. And if it's consistently updated, that Google's got to go back and got to go recrawl there, it ticks you up as in, hey, it's being updated. It's kept up to date. All of these indicators are that this is an active, insightful, I don't know. And then, then it ties in who's clicking there. So the advertising doesn't hurt, all of that kind of thing. So I've been working really hard on that behind the scenes for months on end. So good, good results.
And the measure of success is that you're higher on the list when people search on Google. And
sales, ultimately sales. I'm not looking for a trinket here. I'm looking for practical results so that I don't ever have to go run a restaurant again. So that's my measure of success.
And is there anything that you can automatically do? Like, is there a way to automatically update your website? I guess there's services where you can go, I want you to add a blog to my website every week or every 2 weeks or something.
I'm sure. I don't know it. I do it. But
you do it yourself. You write this content yourself.
I update my website myself.
Oh, you update your website yourself. Okay.
So a little strategy, Joe. I believe it or not, and you're a part of these. There's over 800 videos on the Proper Royals YouTube channel. I'm not sure what I spoke about for 800 videos worth. But a little strategy I use is I look and see what are the most viewed videos, what have the most views, what are the best rated, whatever I decide makes them the best. I take the transcript from that video, I give it to my ChatGPT social media guy, and I say, turn this video transcript into a blog, and then I post it.
And what level of ChatGPT do you have? Like
I have the $20 a month one.
The $20 a month, yeah, because I've got that too. So just for my own work and just for bouncing ideas off things and helping me. I mean, it's really incredible. It's really incredible. Even though, like, I don't know, I've heard in the ether, like, oh, don't use it so much, and all of that.
I think it's how you use it. If you rely on it to replace you, no, that's not a good thing. If you use it as a tool to get quick, decisive, insightful analytics, by all means, man.
Yeah, right. It's a nice companion to have, definitely.
Yeah, and again, if I thought people were actively engaged, waiting for my next blog, sure, I'd put a little more heartfelt writing into it. And I do review them. I mean, I make sure that they're in my voice, but it has the transcript of my voice and of my content. So you just take the content and make it a blog, put it out there. So there's a little tidbit for everybody if they want to.
It is like, as an instructor, it's just like I told my class, like, it's amazing how education has improved everyone's grammar over the past 3 years in their discussion posts. It's incredible. I mean, there's no mistakes anywhere.
Incredible. You must be really pleased. Like, all these years, you people have been on me about my grammar. I get it fixed and you get mad that it's fixed. So, okay.
It's so funny. But I tell them, that's not the purpose of this class. Is not for me to read what a bot says about these. The purpose of this class is to exercise your brain. So please exercise your brain. Don't give up the exercise and just to get to the grade. But people, and it's hard to detect. It's difficult to do. Sometimes it's really easy to detect because they'll cut and paste, and then at the bottom of whatever the assignment is, which is like maybe a discussion post or something, it'll be like, would you like me to expand upon this?
They didn't even edit it. They didn't even read it. For my next steps, I could, Professor Joe, for my next steps, I could offer you this if you're interested. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. Like, if you're going to be lazy, don't be lazy about being lazy. Like, be smart about being lazy if you're going to be lazy.
Yes. And I get the most upset when people are just so, like, they're not smart about cheating.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, I don't even care if you catch me. All right.
Caffeinated Lizard brings up a good point. Yeah, if you keep projects going, at least in ChatGPT, that's the only world that I'm really even somewhat experienced in on these things. But if you keep projects going, yeah, you could talk to it. Dictate. I don't type anymore to ChatGPT. I just dictate to it. But I also share like my emails with it. I share transcripts of all the shows with it, and I try and teach it like what my voice is and how I want things to sound. And I make a big point, and I'm like, hey, this sounds like a machine. I need this to sound like Adam,
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Like it is almost like I can identify it. I shouldn't say it's hard to identify. Probably there are some that slip by, but like when I start to read, I go, okay, this is a student who is 18-year-old didn't write this. I'm sorry.
You're not educated in the ways of the world. What's up, Elias? Thank you for the little tip in the jar. It's good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. And thank you for hanging out and always supporting us. We get a lot of shared stories and screenshots on the Creative Reptiles account, Joe. I don't know if you see them or not, man. It's pretty cool.
Yes, I do, and I always appreciate that. It's fun to be out there, especially because I'm not in an industry where I need to be posting and updating, and then every once in a while I go on Instagram and I say, "Whoa, okay." I'm out there, I guess.
Are you not though? You should. I would think every industry is.
No,
I mean, maybe not professorship, but you got some consultant stuff going on, right?
A little bit here and there, but it's not really how I get my jobs, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's not super important to me to be out there as much. Now, when I was in the accounting firm, yes. Yeah. And we did have a service. That's why I asked that question. We did have a service where the website was updated pretty regularly to get traffic to it. So
did you like the service or not? Or the results?
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Yeah, I think it worked, and because I think we were so busy with other things, it was good to that we didn't have to pay attention as much to and it was a specifically an accounting website service, you know.
Oh, like, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So and there those things are out there, and you can go and find it. But I don't know if there's any I don't know, ball python services like that.
There's at least two that I know of that.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean they're marketing focused, they're overall marketing focused, but I think that's
gotcha, yeah,
part of it. Now, how long they'll last or how well they're doing, I don't know. They seem like good people. They seem insightful, but I've not used them. I'm not familiar with them. So
yeah. And we usually start off with like, oh, what's your one thing?
I know we jumped right in. What's your one? We got to get our one things, man. People come. I know that people like our little business talk, but I think they really like our pop culture insight of what's going on in the world, you know?
So is that what you've been thinking about? Your one thing this past week? Or
no, I come on, I show prep, man. I got stuff for you, Joe.
Okay.
Let's play a little game of sort of like a would you rather or who you got kind of thing. Okay. So this past weekend, I guess they're sports. One is certainly a sport. The other, I don't know if it's a sport or not. I don't know if it's a sign of the times or what, but two big events, one that was much bigger and more public than the other. One event live on Netflix, this dude scales a skyscraper with no ropes, decides, you know what? I could walk on horizontal ground, but I'd rather do it on a vertical plane. Which is cool. And spoiler, he lives where he's good. But is not the value proposition of this thing? Hey guys, he might die on live TV.
I think it is. Yes.
Otherwise you'd use ropes, right? You don't have to use the ropes. You could just have them and not need them and not die. So you could accomplish the same thing. So Netflix is like, you know what? Let's sprinkle a little potential live death in here. That'll really get them going. So, all right. So there's that.
Okay.
I did not prepare a weekly hip hop breakdown. I decided to get in and get out. That went, I guess, okay. Maybe that'll be an annual surprise. Okay. So, or the other thing this past weekend, little less publicized, but pretty exciting. There was a cycling event called the Tour Down Under. Did you hear anything about this, Joe?
No, I didn't hear anything about this.
The Tour Down Under is a big cycling event. And in the peloton, which is the pack that leads the tour, riders were getting taken out by rogue kangaroos. And they were, some were injured. Nobody, particularly horribly that I know of, although some people did have to exit the race. But one of the guys that gets pummeled by the kangaroo, I guess down under the jersey color is ochre. Is that, how do you pronounce that? Ochre, O-C-H-R-E? Is this some sort of orange?
So,
yeah, ochre. Yeah. So the guy with the ochre jersey in the peloton gets pummeled. off his bike, has to get medically cleared to get back in, new bike, gets back in, wins the stage after getting taken out by a kangaroo. So I ask you,
That's incredible.
what you got for a little Saturday afternoon entertainment? Kangaroos and cyclists, or potential death off a skyscraper?
So knowing how things went now, I definitely have an option that I would go for. But I mean, I like a little death sprinkled into my
You do?
entertainment.
I
No,
don't.
that's
I
terrible.
do
No,
not.
no, no, no. I didn't. Yeah. It's funny because I think I heard about that thing happening, and I'm not like a huge like I think it's the same guy that did a documentary about that was very popular
Free,
maybe 10 years ago called Free
free,
Solo,
free
right?
solo. Same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy. And
Yeah, and I've heard that's a really, really terrific documentary, and I do like to watch movies. I just have never, I don't know, I've never been attracted to watching that because I think it is so outside of my understanding of life
right.
and what
Well,
I would do with my own life.
right.
That,
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
that
I
I go, I don't, I'm not, I don't know if I'd connect to it, but, and you'd have to train yourself to do this thing and
You're
really be
talking the
focused
climber,
on it.
right?
And yeah, the climber, and just like that. Like, okay, I don't know if I can identify with with the people involved in this thing. so
Well,
that's
interesting.
that's really what I look for, right?
Yeah.
Like I have done bike races. That's okay. I can
Exactly. There you
understand
go.
that. That, and you know what? It would be now if I knew that there were going to be kangaroos that were going to come out and hit the. I would definitely watch that. It would be phenomenal. It would be hilarious. It'd be so fun.
So on the climbing thing, believe it or not, for all that I can't watch movies and sit still, I've seen the Free Solo documentary.
Really?
Yeah, and I will say again, spoiler, although you could piece this together rationally now, so it's not a spoiler. The guy lives. Most of the mountain climbing or climbing documentaries, that the dude's dead at the end of it. It's always a guy too. Like
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So Free Solo, he's alive and he lives. And you talk about trying to relate to a person. He's an interesting guy from some of the self descriptions that basically he doesn't understand feelings, and it gets into some of his relationships and how that's so he doesn't understand that he should be scared, kind of deal. And then like his resting,
he's got looks like Chase, right? Alex's brain, they found he has no fear.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. He's just hanging out, and then like his resting heart rate, where like most people's between 50 and 60 beats per minute, his is like 30. Like, so he doesn't get these adrenaline kicks, he doesn't get these shakes and like these normal fight or flight impulses. So what I will say is, after seeing Free Solo, I had to think that the trip up the building was like a walk in the, like, I think that's this guy's playground. Like, I think that's his jungle gym. Like, he's just having a good old time. Because he did like the face of like the Yosemite thing. I forget what it's called, or the big dome. Yeah, Capitan. There you go. You got to put the little accent there. Capitan. But to your point, the cycling, I like, there's a few things I like. One of them that I like, there are very few things in life I enjoy more than a good Australian accent. So hearing a cyclist talk about the interview afterward was the guy talk, and I'm not even going to bother trying to patronize Australian people and talk in their accent, but he's like, they just hide right there in the bush. They just wait till it's too late. And these little roos, they just come out and they ambush you. And and he's talking about them like they're like snipers. And then if you didn't know the context, if you just heard the audio, he talks about losing a man that day. Like, you'd think that like it was a eulogy at a funeral, like, but it was a cyclist that got taken out by a kangaroo that couldn't return to the race. And I know we're laughing, and like you, I have done. I wouldn't say I haven't done races, but I've done the long, like, cycle. I used to cycle. I did like the MS 150 ride. I've done some serious long term cycling.
Yeah.
crashing on a bike sucks. It's the worst. You're clipped in. You can't even get your feet down. And you're going fast, and it's the worst.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
So I don't say this that I wish anybody crashing, but if there's going to be physical damage or harm, I'd rather it from a bike and a kangaroo than off the side of a building. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. There's two ideas that I have in this conversation. One is I always like a sport where another sport breaks out in the middle of it.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. That's good insight. Yeah.
So I think that's why I like hockey.
Yeah.
You kind of you're watching and watching hockey is very therapeutic for me because you can focus on this little puck for a few hours and where that puck goes. And so it's just like, and it's back and forth, and it's just mesmerizing to me sometimes. But all of a sudden another sport breaks out every once in a while where they're hitting each other in the face with fists.
Right.
And that
but no gloves.
Very entertaining. Yes.
Because they're gentlemen. Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
Okay.
Cycling while also introducing dodging kangaroos, that seems like right up my alley. I don't think I would ever just watch a bike race.
It's not that exciting. You need some kangaroos, right?
You need the kangaroos. Like they should introduce that in the Tour de France. Like bring the kangaroos in, have kangaroo handlers, and then like send them out at certain times. That would be fun.
Well, I'll keep an eye on Australian cycling updates for you, Joe. I'll let you know when you need to tune in hopes of more things. So
the other thing is a little bit deeper though than that would be the reason you would watch and you brought it up right away. The reason you would watch this guy scale the part of the reason is that he might fall and he might die, and that to me is like scary, a scary commentary on our society.
That was my point. Like this is not healthy. This is not. There isn't it. You could grade the guy on whether he uses the ropes or not. You don't need it's completely that's the only purpose is just for that little incentive to tune in. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't look like
it's like, and it would have been a much bigger story, I think, in the world if he would have fallen off this building.
There was a sense of letdown in commentaries that I heard. They're like, "Oh yeah, of course he did it. It was easy for this guy." Like they were like disappointed. Like
it's like the Running Man. Remember Running Man, that movie? Like how reality shows. Oh, you didn't.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
you don't watch movies, but it's like a reality show where like people kill each other and stuff like that. Is this the beginning of us going down that road?
To Troy's point, beginning, no way. We've been down. This is this is just the next another speck of detail of evidence for us.
Yes.
So right. No. This is long established. I don't think it's new, but okay. Well, what you got for your one thing, Joe? What's got you ticking?
It has something to do with entertainment as well, but it turns into kind of a question that I'm asked. And I'm kind of working with. So I watched a movie. I watched a movie this past week that's been around for a long time, but I'm trying to keep up watching movies with my stepdaughter, which I started to do last semester with her film and culture class. We would watch a movie every week.
Right.
So this week I was like, hey, let's watch a movie again. And she was like, okay, yeah, you pick it. So the three of us, Chelsea, me, and Raleigh, we all watched Fight Club.
Oh, wow. So, okay. It's been a while. I actually saw that once. I didn't quite get it at the time. I've sort of understood since. There's more to it, but go ahead.
Okay. So Fight Club, and there's a major twist.
Right.
In the end.
Can we say if it's 25 years or older, we could just, you don't have to worry about protecting the end or not? That's up to you. That's your call.
I'm not going to say what the twist is.
Okay.
I think probably most people know what the twist is if they, but, and the point is this, I don't think I've seen that movie since it came out and I saw it the first time, and I don't think I rewatched it.
Right.
I don't think I rewatched it. What's interesting is that there are scenes that are etched into my brain regarding this movie. There's like I remember them so clearly, which makes me think that I did rewatch it. But the rewatching this time, like since I knew the twist at the end, it was like it's a completely different movie. It's a completely different movie now on the second viewing because you know the twist.
Right.
And that's why I don't want to say what the twist is.
Okay.
Which makes me think like, and the whole time I'm just kind of waiting for the twist, and observing things throughout the movie. Like
you got a new lens. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not as good of a movie. It's not as good of a movie.
Oh, you're less excited about it now that you knew the ending?
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, because I think the ending is really what makes it, elevates it to, I think there's a lot of good stuff in the movie. I think but it elevates it. But it made me think like, it's not, and I love a surprise. Like my brother, it's his 50th year on the planet this year, right?
Couple trips around the sun,
yeah. So we're trying to do like, oh, we're gonna go, we're gonna do something about that. We're gonna go on a trip or something. And the thing
that sounds dark. That sounds very Fight Club, actually.
The thing is, should it be a surprise? Which is always the question. Like, I love a surprise. I love surprises. It's fantastic. I really, really like surprises. Like I like being treated to a surprise, and I love like surprising people. But there are folks who do not like surprises at all. They don't want to be surprised. They don't like a surprise party. They don't like a surprise trip somewhere. So I'm curious, you and others, what's the problem with surprises, or do you like surprises, and why wouldn't you want to be surprised? That's what I've been thinking about.
Okay. In professional world, no, I never want to be surprised. Matter of fact, I used to tell people I don't like surprises except on my birthday and Christmas. Like,
okay.
In business, I want as few variables as possible, the least amount of variables. As variables go down, consistency goes up, and as consistency increases, so does quality. So I don't care for surprises generally. Now, in life, I would definitely, if somebody were like, "Hey, pack a suitcase, you need cold and warm weather clothes for 4 days," I'd be like, let's do it. I got the passport. Let's hit it, kind of deal. It's a little harder to do because it's harder to book trips internationally and have somebody just hand you tickets. You can't quite do that anymore. But in theory, hypothetically, yeah, I love that. And I love when I do travel, I don't like every second being planned out. I want evenings where I can wander around and go find the cool and be surprised, So I like that. But in business and professional, absolutely not. I want no variables, man.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And it's funny, we're getting a little bit of chatter on that.
Yeah. Wally's wired. There we go. That's exactly. I never want to be surprised, especially in the professional world.
Never want to be surprised. You don't find it fun. You don't find it fun to be surprised? That's interesting. Like
in life, I like it. Okay.
Well, in life,
yeah,
in life, yeah. And you kind of don't want to be surprised in your professional life unless it's like, hey, come in here, we're going to give you a raise, something like that. That's a nice surprise.
Yeah, but even like, so like a surprise birthday party at work would be the worst on so many different levels. See, in the salaried world of food and beverage, you work until you're not busy, and then you go home. That's it.
Yeah.
So if somebody takes a part of your day to throw a nonsense break room birthday party, they're cutting into you getting to the point of not being busy, and they're cutting into you going home. The other part of it in food and beverage is, good and well, that cake hasn't been handled properly and food safely. And now you have to sit there and eat it while a bunch of people that you don't necessarily really enjoy try and sing you happy birthday in an offbeat way. Like just let me do my work and wow other people, man.
Did you ever, so as a manager of people, did you ever do like birthday stuff for your employees?
For the staff, yeah. I mean, yes, I would. I'm not such a a Scrooge curmudgeon. We would, but the difference I would say is like the office parties were always the parties. The office like little happy birthday thing was always thrown by like HR, and it was like,
okay,
let's get all the admin assistants and marketing. And like, I don't hang out with there's nothing wrong. They're good people. They're very qualified. I like them. Whereas the staff and the food and beverage team, the restaurant crew, yeah, we might say happy birthday at work, but we're going out after that. Like that's where the fun is. I don't need a birthday party in the break room. I need a birthday party at the bar,
Yes, that would be the fun thing. Yes,
right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. So it was just something I was thinking about, and it was prompted by this movie that we watched. I actually watched another movie that's nominated for a Best Picture called Train Dreams. It's on Netflix. I wonder if anybody else watched it. It's a very slow moving movie. You wouldn't like it. I don't.
Oh, just my kind. Yeah, give me a movie and make it slow. That's what I like.
But not that I haven't. I guess I haven't cried enough over the past 2 months. This movie like broke me.
Oh no, really?
I watched it alone, and like. At the very end, Chelsea walks in, and I have like tears coming down my face. And she's like, "What are you doing in here?" It was great, though. I love movies like that. I love movies. In the same way that this climber needs to feel alive by climbing a building, I need to feel alive by sobbing at a movie.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Let it out. I regret sometimes the stories that we tell about our significant others, and you and I know the significant others pretty well, but the audience doesn't. So they only get like the appreciation of sort of part of it. Like we gotta do like an April Fool's episode one year where Chelsea and Kelly host the show.
Yes, yeah, that would be, because I wonder how she comes off in my stories too sometimes.
Well,
like,
that's yeah, and it's
like the story I just told maybe doesn't sound
well,
great.
And I know Chelsea, and I could totally imagine her being like, "What are you doing? Get up, get yourself together. I gotta get the back, like get out of here.
This is embarrassing."
Yeah, then what are you doing here?
Anyway, it's not a surprise is that you have people that support you and our sponsors here that keep us going every week.
I bet people forgot and took for granted that there's no commercial breaks here. It's all killer, no filler. Boom. Brought to you by the good people at Palm Street. How about that? Supporting us. We don't have to deal with Google money. Don't need YouTube money. Happy to have it, but it's not about money. It's about a good product for the audience, to be honest. And YouTube money is pennies. So anyway, but Palm Street brings all proper Royals content to you guys, ad free. Go check it out. Live selling. I am in the middle of editing a video right now to put out this week that is about live selling in 2026. And yes, I work with Palm Street, so yeah, there's probably a bias bent to it, but we're seeing the explosion of live selling. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the things that you look at and you're like, shoot, man, I got to figure out how to do this. These kids are leaving me in the dust, man. So there you go. Check out Palm Street for live selling where reptiles are legal. There's a vibrant community there. It's pretty cool. You could check me out there too if you want. I got a different mug this week. I went to get the Husbandry Pro mug. I left it in the truck. How many coffee mugs are in your vehicle, Joe?
Yeah, right now, I probably 3.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Right. So mine is in the truck there, but let's not lose focus. Husbandry Pro, how are you going to keep all your stuff organized, guys? As you grow, we all know you're going to get more snakes. You're going to have more baby snakes. They're going to be holdbacks. You're going to keep track of hets. All of it you could track in Husbandry Pro. I highly recommend it. I use it incessantly. I talked about on my website. It's powered by Husbandry Pro. The sales area of the e-commerce, as I should be saying, part of the website is powered by Husbandry Pro as well. So use a promo code PRoyals60. Get yourself 60 free days from Husbandry Pro. And last but not least, I did put out a reel. Joe, performing very well, might I add. 3,000 views coming up on about
look out
the jumbo small size frozen rat that Cold Blooded Cafe offers. It's like the perfect size for adult ball pythons. I love it. You can check that out, and just check out Cold Blooded Cafe. Clean, fresh, high quality food for your ball pythons. Get free shipping on orders over $200 with the promo code Proper11. There you
go. Jumbo small, huh?
Yeah. So I know you get a kick out of this. I love just like having little slices of my former life and that I can engage in. So in food production, and especially in food ordering, you would always look at what size things are spec'd to. And the tighter the spec, generally the higher quality it is. So if you order a salmon fillet and they're like, yeah, it's spec'd, 7 to 10 ounces. 7 to 10 ounces, that's a span of 3 ounces versus 7. Like that's 40% of the thing.
Okay, so tighter the spec.
Yeah, you want a tighter spec.
Specific, yes.
And it used to be like butchers, your butchers that could get tight on specs by hand cutting were your money makers. Less waste, totally. If you want a 16-ounce ribeye and your guy's cutting 19-ounce ribeyes all night, you're losing money. Likewise, if he's cutting 13-ounce ribeyes all night, your customers are dissatisfied. So those guys and girls, the women, the people that could do it, fantastic. They actually have machines that analyze the volume of a loin and figure out how to cut it to spec now. Those are really cool things. Anyway, what all that has to do with anything, smalls in the frozen rodent world are generally spec'd at 40 to 80 grams. Quite a spread, right? Do you want to?
Oh, that's
a massive spread, right? Jumbo smalls spec'd 60 to 80 grams at only the highest end of the smalls, and that is right where that's just a really nice sweet spot for food for your ball python. And Cold Blooded Cafe offers that. I don't think any other company does.
That's a really good explanation for, I mean, that even there is like a great advertisement for Cold Blooded Cafe that they recognize that. And then that you explained what in synthesizing your past life with this life, the spec difference. That's fantastic. That's really good.
Even Joe's like, that makes sense. That's better than you usually.
I might get a few jumbo smalls.
I might need to check out some jumbo smalls, man.
I don't even have snakes.
I don't know if you know, that was actually my my hip hop name coming up.
Jumbo Smalls. Jumbo Smalls. Awesome.
My boy Jumbo Smalls over here. Last but not least is Heart of the Python. That's Kate and Bill Peaver out in Massachusetts. Have no fear, they're okay. They're weathering the snow. They're getting ready for the next bomb cyclone to come through. They're looking after their snakes. Life is good for them. Kate is working Monarch and Puzzle projects. Bill has Monsoon and their 2 daughters. Whole family affair. Sunset Clowns. Really cool family to work with, and they are breeding animals for temperament, ball pythons specifically for temperament, for first-time owners, early breeders, and the industry and hobby in general, with their Heartline brand of ball pythons as well. So check them out, Heart of the Python or Heartline. And again, that's Kate and Bill Peaver. So I really appreciate their support, and they're exciting people to work with. I like, that's kind of a neat thing to stake out. Here's what we're going for. Here's what we believe, and here's what differentiates us. It's a pretty cool
Monarch. So it's Monarch and Monsoon. Monarch and Monsoons.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, two different genes there. So there we go.
Hey, so I do have a question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I do have a question, and this was kind of my snake question for the day, which was uh, 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 there's no way of like training ball pythons, is there?
Yeah.
There is.
Okay. So here's my opinion.
Okay.
There's a thin line between training and conditioning. Right?
Okay.
Would we
Yeah.
agree? I mean, not to get back into Jung and Skinner. By the way, how good was it that I nailed the reference? I was on it. You didn't even know your boy
I don't even remember that.
Well, anyway. All right.
We did. I remember us talking about that, but I don't know what it was referencing. I mean, I remember the reference, but I don't remember what the topic.
It was a little bit of a nature versus nurture. So, can they be trained? Caffeinated Lizard puts it great. They're not going to sit and stay and roll over. You're not going to get that from them. That I don't think.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But let me give you an example. So a little while back, I picked up. There's a breeder here in Minnesota. They're stepping back to just a hobby level. They had some really nice animals. And I was checking out the animals at their place. Good. They're healthy. We're cool. I bring them, and then eventually they move into the facility where my animals are. And there's also where my animals are, the rodent room. So these new animals are all of a sudden now smelling rodents constantly. So they have gone from being conditioned to, I smell a rodent, I need to get excited. Otherwise, I'm chill. These things right now, I can hardly open the tub without them just flying out at me. Like I know it sounds funny. People will chuckle when I talk about using a snake hook for a ball python. These things are on fire right now because they were conditioned that when they smell rodents was a time that they were going to get fed, and it's exciting to them. So it's going to take a few weeks of conditioning to get them to where they aren't attacking me every time that I open the tub, because they think it's nothing but rodents all the time for them.
Yeah, right.
So,
but how do you condition them not to be that way without taking them out of the environment?
Well, so oddly enough, I tap them on their head. I open the tub, tap them on their head. They recoil. They go into a defensive, not defense. Their defensive is balling up. So it is defensive, but it's not aggressive defensive. It's passive defensive. And I give them that tap. And I'm not saying that eventually, like, I don't tap all my reptiles, but these, I'm like, look, you got to realize not every time I just walk by and they sense my heat walking by. Like I hear them striking the tub kind of thing. Like they are nuts right now. But they will calm down. I'm not worried about, having them or being able to sell them or temperament issues. That's conditioning. And that's some training. A lot of people do things where they tap on the tub before they feed, as an indicator to let the snake know, hey, you're going to get fed, like get over here.
Okay.
I don't. I find that just hanging a rodent in there tells them that they're going to get fed pretty well. But people do do that. I know that there was not with ball pythons, but with monitors, which I would probably admit that monitors are, for lack of a better scientific term, they're smarter. There's like a blue ball training where you have a ball on almost like a wand, like a blue ball on the end of a stick. And you can get I hear you. Sorry, this got kind of weird. You could have a colored indicator on the end of a stick, and you would, that would indicate where the food was, and if the stick and the ball isn't there, you're not getting fed. So it triggers a different response in the monitor. Yeah, target.
So
here we go.
What do monitors eat?
Well, they eat like chickens, and they're voracious. So a ball python that tags you, not that big of a deal. A 60, 80 pound monitor tagging you, You don't with it, then they have razor teeth. You don't want that. So
Okay.
I don't work with monitors. I'm speaking out of my lane a little bit. Okay. Target training, a blue tongue skink, same thing.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that's interesting. So,
yeah,
but no tricks.
no, you're not going to get them to sit up or whatever. Some ball pythons do like this cool, what they call it, periscoping. Like it's like a real hit in social media because it looks really cute and it looks like it's all inquisitive and all. Sometimes, if you hold up food or prey or give them something to focus on, you can get them to do that. But I don't. Maybe somebody's. I don't put that much effort into that. I'm far more interested in them knowing when a human hand reaches in there, it's not food and that they're handleable and ready to be good pets or good additions to other people's collections. I mean, it sounds silly. Like for me, genes still trump temperament, but there is something to not getting bitten every time that you open a tub. Like, and by the way, if your ball python's biting you every time you open a tub without explanation, there's probably something wrong with the enclosure. Like there's a reason they're so popular as pets is they are docile. They're naturally not aggressive. There's something wrong or something different if your ball python is super aggressive.
Yeah, sure. And there's so you have to figure out what the problem is and adjust. All right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
a potty trained tegu. That's pretty fun.
Yes.
Tegus are like great big skinks, Joe. And so having one of them potty trained would be good. What?
I was just looking up what a tegu was, and I wanted to act like I knew, but but you helped me out anyways.
Yeah, they're real cool. Okay. Helps with exams. And it's enrichment. And so enrichment is the idea that we're working out their brains. They're getting more of a life than, living in a dark container. And so interaction, things that get their brains working a little bit, exploring, that kind of thing. Engagement is enrichment.
And is there any thought put into like, let's see. You know how you what is that called? It's not like interbreeding, like
inbreeding, like
inbreeding. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't come up with the word. Is there any like thought or way? Do you stay away from that, or are the genes not as plentiful to create problems with inbreeding?
This is my opinion on the topic. I don't have the scientific evidence to back up some of what I'm about to say, but I know a guy that does. So, all right, this is going to be one of those.
You know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. There's this one guy. So with all that being said, it is generally accepted that it's not that big of a deal in reptiles. As soon as I say that, you will hear examples of people say, well, only this many generations, or you don't want this relationship to this relationship. And then you'll hear examples of, well, no, this starts to occur at this point, or deformities and that kind of thing. The guy I know, and since I can't cite the person's words precisely, I'm not going to say their name. That's not fair to put words in somebody else's mouth. There's a PhD herpetologist who does this for a living as a scientist at a university. He basically says, and this is a little bit shocking, but even in mammals, which humans are part of, the whole inbreeding thing is basically, he put it, it's not that big of a concern.
Okay.
which feels a little bit weird. Scientifically, not societally, not anything else. Now it's the issues show up much sooner. The topic that we were discussing was rodents, because if you build colonies of your rodents from your existing colony, very clearly you are by definition inbreeding. So how often do you need to have, quote, fresh blood? We hear about, well, I need new fresh blood, or you need to freshen the gene pool. We hear that pretty often.
Okay.
And he was like, nah. He was like,
no, you don't.
he's like 7 years of rodent scientifically studied with nothing new added. They're fine. Now, if you start with bad genetics, you're going to amplify the bad genetics. So he could start, he could cite things a whole lot better. So I don't have much experience. I have, I think I've bred siblings that I've held back, but I actually haven't been at this long enough to really have an opinion over multiple generations of holdbacks of like parents to, offspring kind of breeding. But I plan to. I mean, the quickest way to prove out a recessive is to breed the offspring back to the parent. So, it's out there.
Yeah, that surprises me because, I lived in New York City and I'd walk down the street and I'd see rats.
Right.
And they were funny looking rats. And I go, maybe they're just they're sticking with their own people or whatever.
Right. Well, and like I say, I think that this is getting
into my stupid brain going, yeah, I don't know, they're sticking together, I guess.
Well, I think what I do, okay, so
new ways of being a rat.
Well, so line breeding is specifically for emphasizing traits. So if you like a bright, high contrast coloration and pigment, you might choose that animal and say, I want to continue accentuating this. In the form of nature doesn't go, I like this trait more than this trait. So while this trait might be up here and this one down here, if this dude's getting all the action, you're gonna have the negative traits. And then Darwin would say, well, those are going to get picked off faster, and over time that one's going to get less and less action. And sayonara, give it a century or two, and that'll be taken care of.
So I'm just thinking now of like my past experience with rats, and it's a little off topic, but you'd see them like early, like you had an early morning, you get up at like 5:30 or whatever, and you go out on the street. There was more rats on the streets but this is where I saw the most amount of rats is when I was at the Eiffel Tower and going through the park around the Eiffel Tower.
The things they don't tell you, man, you are
smashing
the image. Rats all over the Eiffel Tower, huh?
At night too, like you just see something scurry in front of you.
Oh.
And not shy. Usually rats are kind of shy.
Yeah, not those French rats.
No, they're like, oh no, you're in my way.
That's what we need in the Tour de France. You got to have the little rat versus the cyclist,
Maybe you have to find the obstacle in whatever country you're in. You have to find the
native obstacle. There it is.
We got to talk to some people about this.
Solving problems all over the place. No, so like I say, I think, put it this way, if I see rodents that are clearly not doing well or clearly have either, I wouldn't say a deformity, but a deformity, they're right off to the snakes, man. They get picked, so anyhow, there's the best answer I could give to your question from somebody that I feel is very authoritative on such topics, and like a good scientist is not affected by emotion and in his findings. Not in his personal life, but in his findings. So it was a pretty cool thing. Joe, we managed to get through the whole show without touching our pre-planned topic today. It must have been an exciting show.
You had this topic like days and days ago.
I was finally on it. For once, I was like, we're going to show prep. I got it. I'm ready. Well, now we're going to have it next week. It's going to be great.
Okay. We just have to remember that we have this.
Yeah. And, Caffeinated Lizard brings up a good point. Yeah. I think part of why it's hard to talk about because of societal norms and what people have already accepted as fact or as torture or as or whatever. Science is important. And that's why I said, here's the reliability of where I feel. But yeah, I could just see, talk about AI and transcripts and what we're going to get here, this will be, you're probably right. Joe, one thing, while you were on, I think it was while you were on vacation, there was an episode, man, it was a bot war, dude. I had bot trolls in here.
Really?
Oh yeah. And it was a solo. It was, of course, the one solo. I didn't get a co-host. I just ran solo. I was like, man, we really made it. But the metrics were through the roof from it. It showed like 500 views. Like I got like a bot army I'm a swarm of mosquito gnats, that's apropos to nothing. I forgot I hadn't mentioned that to you. But so next week, everybody, we'll get to our deeply researched topic by that point, because it'll be a couple weeks rolling that we've had that in the tank.
Better be good.
I appreciate everybody hanging out. Check out Heart of the Python. Check out Cold Blooded Cafe, Husbandry Pro, and get ahead of this live selling thing. I think there's something to it, whether it's Palm Street or anywhere else. I think we'll look back one day and go, yeah, that live selling stuff did take off. That was a real deal. So there we go. You ever live sell something, Joe?
I don't know. No, I've never done that. No.
All right. Well, get ready, brother.
Okay.
All right, Joe. I hope you have a great week. Audience, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate everybody. See you soon. Adios. How about that?